All right, so where we at today, Sid?
Today we are at the Nashville Entrepreneur Center. I am Sydney Campbell with Equally Red.
Jordan Matthews from Matthews Mission.
And today we are talking with Joshua Mundy and Quan Clark of the Pivot Technology School.
Let's do it.
All right.
Have you?
Thank you.
What's up, guys? What's happening? Yes, sir. Hey, air fist, okay, there we go. So obviously, I know who you guys are. Me and Seth talked to you guys a little bit, but tell the people at home so they get an introduction.
So I'm Joshua Mundy. I am the co-founder and CEO of Pivot Technology School.
Yeah, and I'm Quan Clark. I'm the co-founder and president, and I'm the tech guy of CEO.
I love it. So, look, I'm really excited about this interview. One main reason is I've updated my iPhone like 10 times. I still only use like 3 apps. Okay, so I need help, expanding my mind in the technology world. Also, every business we've done so far has been brick and mortar.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
You guys exist in the virtual space, so I really can't wait for this interview. Let's get into the boardroom so y'all can show us what Pivot Tech has to offer.
Let's do it. Let's do it.
Awesome.
So I looked you guys up online and learned a little bit about Pivot Technology School, but I would love for you to take us through who you are, how you got started, and why you do what you do.
Awesome. You can go first.
So my name is Quan Clark. I'm a co-founder and president of Pivot Tech. So I'm an entrepreneur, tech enthusiast, and also just someone that's passionate about my community, about minorities and people that look like me. So I spent about 10 years in the tech space, working in corporate America while also building business on the side. And I just really started to look around, and there was just nobody that looked like me in those departments. I was running a BI team, and I was the only black person in the entire IT department. I think one day we had an all hands meeting, which is when you bring the whole staff together.
Yeah.
So I'm sitting in this meeting, and I kind of had an epiphany. I'm looking around, and it was me, and I think there was a couple of other minorities. They weren't black, but other than that, it was 100 people.
Wow.
And I used to just realize I was always kind of uncomfortable in those environments because I just didn't really have anyone to relate to.
Yeah.
So it just became a mission of mine to figure out how could I get more people into technology, get more people in that space, people that with my background, people that come from where I come from. And,
Real.
I met Josh, who's one of the thriving entrepreneurs in the city, and we got together and made it happen.
Yeah. So again, Joshua Mundy, been a Nashville native, which is rare, and been a full-time entrepreneur for about 17 years. So I've owned businesses as Music City Cleaners, The Lab, which is a co-working space and an event space. And really the idea came from a trip when I went to Austin, Texas with the Chamber of Commerce, and really started going to all these technology hubs and really started to see people coding, but I never saw anybody that looked like me the whole trip. And it just was really shocking to me. So when I got back to Nashville, I met up with Quan, and I was like, man, this is what's going on. And I think we can really build a technology school here right on the corner of 7th and Jefferson. Because it's a historically African-American area. To really build an innovation center right there, I thought it would be a game changer. So we spent all of 2019 really putting the plan together. And then on March the 3rd was going to be our very first day of classes. So we've been working hard leading up to this day, not knowing that everything was going to change. So on that day, the tornado hit at 1:30 in the morning, and it went directly right through where all my businesses were. So really like losing 3 businesses and really giving birth to a new brainchild all in the same day. So just that's a lot, what I'm saying? You just consider that trauma, but we just had to keep pushing because I felt like it was a greater mission. And it was like almost like God was like really saying like, okay, I want to eliminate these distractions so you can focus on what's really going to thrive in COVID-19. Not knowing, we didn't even know that COVID was coming. We just found out 2 or 3 weeks later that COVID was here, and we was all like really recovering from the tornado, cleaning up people's homes, and we all gathered, thousands of us in North Nashville, and really just, being able to have something that can really, really thrive in this moment it's just been game changing.
That's crazy. Like you said, a lot of people were really like thrown off guard when this whole thing happened. And so you guys kind of had two adversities y'all had to go through. So you had the tornado, right? And like you said, that went through a lot of your businesses that were more of the brick and mortar side. And then you got COVID that came, and this is the one that was able to survive all that. And not only survive, probably even thrive in this new environment.
Yes.
And like I said, I'm really excited about getting into it. So I know Q, you was going to take me through one of the classes. I need to go to class on this. So let's go, let's check it out.
Let's check it out.
All right, for sure. All right, so Q, what we looking at right here, man?
So this is the Pivot homepage at pivottechschool.com. This is where our potential applicants or students come to apply to any of our programs that we have.
Okay.
So we do have 3 programs starting on March the 2nd.
Love it.
We have cybersecurity, web development, and data analytics. All of them are huge opportunities. But let me show you also kind of how our virtual learning environment is set up.
Okay, cool. So you say week 1, right? You have course introduction. You said it's like a lot of preliminary stuff, right?
Right. So we built this program where anybody can learn, even someone like yourself that may not even be in tech. You can get in here and learn the basics. What is the internet, all the way down to how to develop JavaScript.
Right.
And we set this up in a way where you get live instruction, but you also get the learning material. You get quizzes. We have many projects.
Yeah.
And then at the end of it, we have a capstone. Networking is everything in any business. So, we introduce our students to our partner network. Right. So at the end of class, they have capstone demo days.
Yeah.
Where all of our partners get together and our students really demonstrate that they were able to learn and then apply the skills that they learned.
I love it, man. So this is really cool. So y'all not only giving them the tools, but y'all giving them quizzes, challenges to make sure they can retain it and use it in the real world, and y'all connect.
And we get
I love it. So like I said, I need to jump on this. This is a 20-week program.
20-week program. You're in the off season now, right?
I am in the off season, so I got 20 weeks.
20 weeks, man.
Let's jump on it, man. Let's do it. Okay,
right.
Awesome. So guys, I really appreciate y'all taking me through that. I feel like I'm ready to jump into the tech world already. Sign me up, ready for boot camp. But throughout this whole initiative, through Matthew's Mission and through Equally Red, we're actually trying to provide relief for small businesses that have been affected by COVID. And even though Pivot Tech does seem like the type of business that is COVID-proof, I know that it has had an effect on everyone. So I wanted to give you guys a chance to tell everybody how COVID's affected you guys during this time.
For sure. So it's really impacted our students. Last year a lot of people were laid off. A lot of corporations laid employees off, and a lot of our students have had, just financial hardships. And with that, tuition. So a lot of our students have not been able to really pay for tuition. So Pivot, we've been toting the note. We've been raising money. We've been doing everything that we can do to give those that really need the chance an opportunity to come to get this education. So it's really just made it a little difficult for the people that really need it the most to be able to come into it and get it.
I love it, man. So basically what I'm hearing is you guys are the epitome of a business that's trying to help those who are trying to help themselves.
Yes,
and that's awesome, guys. That's awesome. And what we want to tell you guys is during the month of February, we're actually taking donations right now to support small businesses that have been affected by the COVID lockdowns. And you guys are one of 5 small businesses in the Nashville area that we plan to add some relief to during this time. So appreciate you guys for what y'all are doing.
I really do. Appreciate
that's
that.
That's our initiative. I know that you guys currently have an initiative that you guys are working on as well. If you don't mind telling our listeners about that.
So it's the road to 300, man. It's our goal to graduate 300 people this year and get them to a salary of $65,000. Now the economic impact is is huge because that comes to $19.5 million that will go back into these communities. That will go back into these small businesses. So we have to get these people the skills, and we're dedicated to getting 300 people trained this year.
I love it. Guys, y'all heard it here. It's the
Yes.
road to 300.
The
Road 300.
Road to 300.
Support, donate. These are going to businesses in your community, trying to help minorities, trying to help Black-owned businesses, guys. We need this. Thank you so much for what you guys are doing, and we'll catch you next time.
Thank you.
Thank you.